Fire me then. I have free speech. This is a public entity. You want to go down that road? Well, happy Thursday, everybody. Kansas Freedom News. I wonder if some of you guys seen the last video and recognize this gentleman. This gentleman is Deputy Joseph Love with Elk County, Kansas Sheriff's Department. He had a few words to say on his Facebook about the encounter with Lawrence Accountability and the rabble rouser. So let's take a look and see what he had to say about his encounter. Today was another day by which the Lord has blessed me. At times we have to search for some blessing, but I assure we are blessed. I was afforded an encounter with an extreme radical, right-wing, rhetoric-spreading, self-proclaimed hero of the press. Granted, I had to do a little soul-searching to find the blessing in this, yet as I sit and review this day, as I do every day, my own actions and those of others, the veil is lifted. Now, we're going to go through this at the end, but I'm just going to read this to you for right now. Irony is people who refuse to conform to the rules, wanting to impress their ideas for rules on others and expecting the others to comply when they themselves never did. Hypocrisy is people who profess to hate the police, become the police in pursuit of their own misguided agendas by instituting their proclamations by force of a time-honored entity such as press. The only difference is their compliance tool is the pen. Where is the blessing in this, you may ask? Well, it's in one of the greatest literary documents ever written, our United States Constitution, a charter of liberty which is upheld by only a few, protected by even less, and insured by the one person of whom the majority of people have placed in their trust, the sheriff. We are blessed to have people who can see past their own noses, but all of the childish tantrums aside, and choose the one who will stand on the oath he has sworn to protect this nation from all enemies, foreign and domestic. When I'm blessed to see the kind of chaos that I've seen today, I'm blessed to have John Walker as my champion, my sheriff. I pray the rest of you see, as I do, an unwavering dedication to the preservation of fair and equal law enforcement when it comes time to vote. God bless, and go vote. Now, before we start diving in, I want you to look at his profile here. He's obviously a veteran who served. I think he mentioned reserves. I think he also mentions 3 tours and 22 years of service. Kansas Freedom News here, and we always respect those who serve, but we also must hold those accountable who took the oath to defend the Constitution. And obviously Joe Love does not understand the oath that he took. Because as a deputy since 2008, and now 22 years of service that I find out, with 3 combat tours as a reserve, so he claims. He still does not understand the Fourth Amendment to the United States Constitution, which says the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, keyword, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. And yet, in his post, he upholds the sheriff. That's his champion. That's his sheriff. The very sheriff that's violating people's rights when they walk into the office to speak to a deputy or a sheriff.
The actual entrance? Oh, he could have just told us. I didn't realize we were on the wrong side of the building. Yeah, we'd like to see the sheriff, please.
Okay, I need to see both your IDs.
No, ma'am, we'd like to see the sheriff, please.
Okay, you don't get to do nothing unless I get to see your ID.
Ma'am, we're citizens of the state of Kansas, and we're here to do open records work.
Every citizen that comes in the foyer has to give me their ID.
No, ma'am, that's not the way the law works.
Well, I don't know whose law you're talking about.
Ma'am, we just saw the sheriff pull up. Would you please ask him to come out and speak with us?
Did you guys give her your names when you came in?
No, sir, we're not required to.
Well, I'm not 100% sure on that. I've been studying that a little bit, and I've got mixed emotions
Okay.
on
What
what
do
we
you
do
know?
and don't have the right to do. That's
We
what I'm
have, we
saying.
have to identify ourselves to access you guys, is that what you're saying?
No, sir, that's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm not 100% familiar with the statute. Kansas is a stop and ID state, as is Missouri.
If I've
We're
broken
not-
a law.
If
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah, we're not, we haven't.
But I'm not familiar, like I say, I've been studying that to try to get a better understanding of it, so I haven't really reached 100%.
It's interesting how that works.
The person in there was also demanding our ID to even talk to the sheriff.
Well, the sheriff is not in the county
I understand.
today.
I don't have a
But
problem with that.
it is his policy that anybody comes in has to provide ID so they can check and see if there's any wants or warrants for them before they come in the
Okay.
building.
With stop and ID laws, he does not know you have to have probable cause or reasonable articulable suspicion that you had, am currently, or about to commit a crime before he can ask for ID. Been in law enforcement since 2008, and he's still studying on this. And he wants to proudly support the sheriff that has a quote-unquote policy that violates people's Fourth Amendment rights. You can't make this stuff up, guys. Now, I was going to go back, and we're going to relook at the rest of his comments on or statements in this Facebook post, but I'm not even going to entertain it anymore. I just... all he's doing is covering his butt. Now that the video's out, the live stream's out, they can see it full, unedited, and I just cut out the parts where it clearly states and shows they violate the Fourth Amendment right. Joe decides he's going to come out with this post to try to make himself look good and smell good. And he talks about people seeing past their nose. Well, Joe's nose is shoved so far up the sheriff's behind, he can't even see daylight, let alone smell roses. They got caught. They got busted. He admitted, it's on video that they violate Fourth Amendment rights. Let's just put it out there. It is what it is. And now it's time to cover the tracks, try to paint a different picture, and try to paint Lawrence Accountability and the Rabble Rouser in a different light than what the video shows. That's all it is. That's all this is. And I find it quite humorous because video never lies, Joe. The video, any video, never lies. God bless. Good luck. Stay safe. Always record your government officials, because they always turn around and try to twist the narrative as you see here. Stay safe, guys.